Hello friends. So I did a couple videos on other social media platforms, but this one is my favorite. So you get the unfiltered Michelle. You get the long stories. Not that anyone cares, but fuck. You get my confessionals. So today I saw my counselor, and I really like my counselor, and I like the counselor that is in the room directly next to us. And sometimes both of their doors are open, so when I see my counselor, the other counselor will pop in, and then I get two counselors for the price of one. It's great. You know, I love the feedback from just different people. My counselor, he's never been through an addiction, but he's definitely had like depression or other stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to just like put his stuff out there on blast, but yeah, he gets, you know, like why I used and stuff like that. We connect on those types of levels of like, you know, just life and great sense of humor. Absolutely, just love laughing with my counselor. And then the one next door, he is actually a recovering addict. And he's got years clean. And it was super refreshing just to hear, it's super refreshing to hear his just no bullshit way of, you know, just reaching us, you know, and talking to us addicts. But yeah, I love the fact that he'll just tell me that he has those moments, even years into his recovery, he still has those moments where he has to like pump the brakes. And of course, he tells me that like it gets easier, you learn different tricks, you know, you learn things about yourself, of course. It's just, you know, a learning process, but it does, I believe, get easier with time. It already has in a lot of ways, but I feel like you're never gonna stop learning, really. Just different things about yourself, and then you're gonna face different challenges throughout your whole life. So if you ever had an addiction problem, or turned to substances in general, you just have to be careful, you know, be very careful with different things that you experience in life, and yeah, different moods. But it was really nice to hear him say that, just that you're gonna have moments still. And what's really cool is he says to play the tape all the way through. And of course I've heard that in rehab. I've heard that several times. Play the tape through that from that one time that you're thinking about using or relapsing, whatever. Play the tape through. Don't just think about, you know, the fact that you are financially stable again, or the fact that, you know, one time might not really ruin it. Think about where you are when it's gotten away from you again, where you lose control again. And yeah, he was basically telling me that, I don't know if I won't tell you exactly what he tells me, because I don't know if he's like, you know, I don't know, I feel like he'd be okay with it, because he actually, he's gonna go to an overdose awareness event that is downtown in Tennessee, and I plan on stopping by as well. But he was like, I would love to be in one of your videos. And I was like, hell yeah, he's so cool. He definitely has colorful language, so I might have to filter what channels or platforms I play the stuff on, but yeah, just something about his approach that is just very brutally honest. There was one day that I was trying to get on the elevator, and there's an elevator in that building, and I just kept clicking the button because I was like, open the fucking doors, take me to the first level, damn it. And he was just like, that button, it was just like, pressing it that many times is not going to make it go any faster. You have no patience. I was like, yeah, I know. But yeah, he just like calls you out, you know, calls you out on your shit. And sometimes he'll sit down in a meeting and he'll just be like, I want to get high right now, but I'm not going to, because, you know, he's like, I'm gonna lose my job, I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. He plays the tape all the way through. And I think that's just so great. Play the tape all the way through. And yeah, that alone will scare you straight. Just, you know, even if you haven't reached, like me, I've already reached rock bottom, you know, like I think jail, rehab, that should be anybody's rock bottom, hopefully, if you've experienced either of those things. But yeah, even if you haven't, you know, there's just nothing good that comes from it. So really think it through. And like I realized today, even if I don't have a solution for all of my triggers just yet, some things in life, there is no solution. You just got to deal with it, you know? But the main thing that you need to remember if you're in recovery is to keep it simple always. So regardless of whether you even have a solution for whatever problem you're having, even if you don't know what the problem is and you just feel like crap, or, you know, feel like you want to use, just keep it simple and just say no. Don't do it. You know, even if you haven't, like I said, reached rock bottom where you could say, I don't want to go back to jail, or I don't want to go back to rehab or whatever. I don't want to lose my kids. I don't want to lose my relationship. Whatever, you know, scares you the most. Even if you haven't experienced those things, just tell yourself no. Like, it could lead to those things. And you already hopefully know at this point that it is causing problems in your life. However small they may be, it's still just, it's not really a way to live. It's just not. And there's plenty of other great things to do. And even if you haven't found those things yet, you will. I definitely have those things. Like, I like to drive. I like to listen to music. I like to play music. I like to paint. I like to draw. And I like to connect. I like to talk to people. So I've got a lot of outlets. And I recommend finding one if you don't have one. But anyway, that is my 2 cents for the day. Overdose Awareness Day is this coming Saturday. And I don't know if you're going to see this a week from now or whatever. But August 31st, 2024 is Overdose Awareness Day this year. And tomorrow, which is the 30th, Knoxville, Tennessee is having a little event at the convention center. And I wouldn't say it's little, but I've actually never been to one of these. Like I said, in my other videos, I really didn't talk about my addiction or accept it about myself. Even though it was a 10-year thing, on and off, you know. I just never liked to admit that about myself, talk about it, go to meetings. I never did any of the work, never did any of that. I just would get sober, act like it never happened, and then wonder why I relapsed again. So here I am, sharing what I'm learning in my journey. So yeah, if you live anywhere near Knoxville, Tennessee, there are resources right now, or there will be, like tomorrow especially, like the convention center. They do testing, and they just support each other, talk about the people that they've lost through overdose, and I've definitely lost a few people through overdose. So yeah, it's just a scary reality about addiction, and yeah. But I plan on going to that event, and there are probably other events all over the world. So if you are in addiction, reach out to those events, or if you know someone in addiction, tell them about it, because those are some great places for connection with recovery, and of course resources to get the help that they need, you need, I need. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great day, and I will talk to you in the next video.